There it is. Got a leak coming down the windshield, leaking through the dash down below. That's what it is. Water comes down here, down the dash, onto the floor. So I'm going to need to reseal the glass. Okay, need to run to Princess Auto to get some stuff. Well, at least I found out where the mystery leak is. That is coming from right about here. So I'm gonna pull this whole seal up. Well, let's hope I don't lock my keys in my vehicle again, like last time. I did. Bought some black RTV for the windshield and a bunch of straps, because it'll be easier to put those target brackets on the tree with these straps instead of trying to use ratchet straps. Holy shit, shut her down right behind me. I got my 2003 Jeep TJ that's LS swapped. And if you guys watched the video a little while ago, I had this problem where my floor pans kept getting soaked after it rained. And I could not figure it out. I did a video of doing everything I possibly could. And it wasn't until recently when it was pouring rain that I was able to find out where it's leaking from. So I find that absolutely crazy. A few years ago, and I had the windshield replaced. I guess it was not sealed properly. And going to the car wash and everything else, never been able to find the leak. And in the video where I used my Power Fist 1.5 handheld sprayer, this thing's awesome for like putting out fires and everything else when you're out camping in the backyard doing stuff. But yeah, we got the source of the issue, which I'm glad figured that out, because I was like, couldn't believe where it was coming from. I was like so lost, but just need the right timing, and boom, there we have it. I'm gonna peel away some of this weather stripping. I already tried to peel it away last week before I went back to work. I'm on days off now, and I know we can get the weather stripping in and out, so let's have a look. So I just gotta peel some of it out. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, we got a big gap right down in there. It doesn't look like it's sealed properly. Got a super deep channel in there. It just kind of sits there. And that's where we pull down, is right around in this area here. I need to get some brake cleaner in there, otherwise she's never gonna seat. Yeah, you can see her running down the inside. Yeah, I can see on the inside here. That's where it came down. Still got some of this stuff left when I built my trailer, so I'll see if it's any good anymore. Oh, the nozzle came out easy. Can the rest of it, are we going to be able to squeeze some stuff out of her? Yeah, this pick has seen its days for sure. That's still good. Still good. That's what we need to be. I can surface it all I want, but I need to get in there deep. force. Try to get that in. Take my finger, try not to get that in. Well, either it will or it won't now. It's all back together. Got a crap ton of silicone on there. It's either it's gonna work or it's not. I won't find out till it rains. But at least I was able to finally identify it. And there's one other thing I'm gonna look at, and I think the master brake cylinder is leaking. I'm low on fluid again. I never drive it. Spray some WD-40 on the threads for some lubricant. But I just need to pull the master cylinder back to see if it's leaking, because I'm pretty sure it is. Get some B-roll for the B-roll people. Yeah, there you have it. Master cylinder's leaking. Leaking into the vacuum booster. Before I talk about that, we're going to talk about these two wrenches. One is a Mac. This is a Mac Tools wrench. This is a snap-on. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you ever find these Mac Tools wrenches used for sale on Marketplace, they're absolutely shit. Stay away from them. They're so soft. As you can see, how it's already deformed and everything else. You can't put any pressure on these at all. They just work. The snap-on, huge money. Flank drive, I believe that's what it is. And got it on these bolts in behind here. Able to rip them right off, where this stupid Mac just flexed right out. Yeah, this kind of sucks, but I don't think it's going to be that bad of a job. This time I was able to get my parts off of Amazon instead of Rock Auto. One part will be here tomorrow, other part will be here Thursday, so I should be able to get this back up and running on my days off. I have been having problems with the brakes for a while. If you guys been watching my video series, I've been adding fluid and could never figure out why, and I had a suspicion it was the master cylinder, but never got around to it. So now I'm replacing the master cylinder, getting a brake booster, and I'm replacing the brake booster solely because once it gets contaminated with brake fluid, it's either going to fail or it already has failed. And I can tell you right now, for the past year and stuff, my brakes have been hard. So even though it still draws vacuum and keeps vacuum, I think it's pretty much hooped. So I'm going to park this bad boy outside, and we'll look at it again once the parts come in. There's always something to fix. Interesting enough, since I pumped out the brake fluid, I can lock them up now. Before I wasn't able to lock them up. Now I can. First stop, Canadian Tire and Southland Drive. When I first moved to Calgary, this was the first job that I got. Because I moved to Calgary in the summertime, the oil industry wasn't hiring until fall. So this was my first place I worked in Calgary. I worked in the parts department, and let me tell you, that's quite the chore. They have an awesome supply of firearms in here, and I need to get some 223 ammo. So I just bought another 100 rounds of 223 and 500 rounds of non-corrosive Norinco 7.62 by 39. So I have approximately 700 rounds now. I just put shit show inside for the time being. We still got an exhaust rattle we need to deal with. However, it's motherfucking beer time. From the Boiling Ore Brewing Company, we got oatmeal stout coming in at 5.2%. So unfortunately, I'm not going to know how everything's going to play out until later. It's supposed to rain on Friday, and I hope to have the TJ in the garage repaired, back outside to weather the storm. Makes perfect sense now. Rain gets behind that seal, builds up behind there, and that's where the constant stream of water comes through, where if I hit it through a car wash, I don't see it because no water's pooling up there. Anyways, motherfucking beer time, everybody. This is a short video, and it is what it is. I came to fix something. I came to investigate. We found solutions for both. And now I'm going to kick back, have a fire. Days are getting shorter. You know, 9 o'clock, 9:30, starting to get dark. Where before it used to be like 10:30, 11. Won't be long till we're dark at 4 o'clock anyways. Hope you guys enjoyed the short video. If you have any questions or comments, post them below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next one.